Thank you for joining me again for this weekly reading. I've really started to enjoy these more than I expected that I would. It's been a long time dream of mine, not just to be able to serve in this way, but to be able to do it consistently and to look forward to it. And I think it's greatly in part because of you for tuning in and to see that it is happening week on week. And I just love being able to show up in this way. And this feels like a very authentic way for me to give back to the collective. I feel like I receive so much valuable information throughout my life, and I am able to now finally hone it in a direction that I think serves me and others and might be just a little bit of what the world needs right now. So with that in mind, I also want to say that this week I'm going to try and be even quicker than before. I'm not putting too much pressure on myself, but I want to draw on some of the true original meanings of each of the cards. And I encourage you to refer to my Tiny Tarot Time playlist that I've created. I'll link it here and below. I have done maybe 4 or 5 minute meditations on every one of the 78 cards, and it's a really valuable way to dive in a little bit more if you want to, and just do your own interpretation, do your own reading, and extend the life of these quick messages that I'm able to share. It was a resource I created because I didn't find anything like that when I was learning the tarot, and I use the original meanings and show the images of the cards. I give keywords and prompts so that you can start to remember the messages, and hopefully I can just, over time, you'll start to remember. They will imprint in your consciousness as they have done with mine. Practice, practice, practice. And each time you tune in each week, you might find yourself getting a little bit more, even though there's less being delivered, hopefully. And that's just if you want to, it's there for you. I just don't want you to feel like I'm cutting the messages short. It's just a energy preservation thing for this week. I took on a few extra things that were a bit unexpected, and so I don't want to overdo it, and I want to keep enjoying it. So thank you. And to those people who reached out to me again, I really appreciate it. I really love reading the comments as well, and I'm pretty sure that it helps other people find the reading as well who don't know me or are looking for just this kind of style of reading. So please, I really appreciate any kind of comment or interaction with the video. It's tricky to ask, but I'm glad I did. Before I start with the reading today, I just want to congratulate myself. I had a pretty big milestone this week, and I officially became certified by the HeartMath Institute. They are an international company based in America, but this is the basis of the heart-focused breathing and the coherence techniques that I practice and have been practicing for, I want to say 5 years now, probably more. Oh shit, no, it's longer than that. Yeah, anyway, not the point of the story. But I know that the crossroads of when my life started to, I want to say detour, but it kind of got back on track, and I really started to be able to work with my own intuition and listen to the intelligence of my heart. And over time, I've been able to build a resilience that I just can't describe. However, I love that I'm now qualified to be able to mentor and teach other people to do that for themselves. So I'm going to pop that link down below as well, and I have a course available if you want to work with me one-on-one for 5 weeks. I've tried to price it very affordably at, I can't even remember, I think it's $360, and I'm sure that I'm over-delivering in what I've offered in this course. It's something that I was able to say yes to very easily when it crossed my path. And whether it's now or in the future, or if you know anybody that might be interested in working with me in that way, I'd really love your eyes just to have a look at it. Thank you. Poppy has decided that she's ready to play, which is always a distracting addition to the reading, so I might need to confiscate the BALL in a moment. But while I do decide that, let's just take a moment together while I get all the cards in order, and join me if you like, by drawing your attention to the area of your heart and just taking a few deeper breaths. Thank you, miss. Can I have it? No. No. Can you stop now? Bobby, no. Sometimes I call her Bobby. It's just a thing. Hey, enough. Enough. She's just responding to the energy. She was just chilling out before. So, where were we? Yeah, if you just focus your attention on the area of your heart, and, don't force a deeper breath, but just try and really extend the inhale and the exhale. When I say focus your attention, just imagine that area. And have a feel into what you're looking for this week ahead, and try not to think of all the problems you're trying to solve. Don't think of a pink elephant. But maybe reflect on something in the past week that has brought you joy or pleasure or an accomplishment or achievement while you're doing those breaths. Try to imagine that. Remember that. Poppy. Poppy. Oh, yes. You can do it. Lay down. Lay down. We're trying to meditate, but lay down. And if you can't think of anything for the week, maybe imagine your favorite place or a dream destination, the sun shining on your face, maybe someone you love, care about, and start to radiate that feeling from your heart. You ready? And as always, if you'd like a personal reading, I offer them online and in person. So you can find that link below as well. And I record everything and send it through to you. It's a bit like this. But we'll do a closer look at your personal situation, and I offer a year ahead spread, so it's 12 cards for the 12 months. It was good. And yeah, I have been offering that for a fair few years now, 3 or 4 years. So I'm finding people coming back on their anniversary. In hindsight's 2020, right? But that's why we do these readings. So, okay. Earth energy. We'll start with Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh, Ace of Swords straight out of the gate. Jumpy, jumpy. And the Hierophant. Empress, Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords. What do we got here, Capricorn? Bottom of the deck, Five of Swords. So sequential numbers here with the Ace to the 2. Pentacles energy in the present, Empress in the past, and Two of Swords in the future. Five of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Hey Siri, can you set a timer for 4 minutes?
For how long?
4 minutes, please.
4 minutes. Counting down.
No pressure, Capricorn. What a fresh and bright and new way to enter this reading with the help of young Siri there. Poppy's going to chill out. We've only got 4 minutes here. So let it be quick, let it be clear. Yes, I'm speaking the language of swords. It seems like this week ahead, you're showing up in the energy, looking for a new line of thought, wanting to feel peace in the mind, potentially. The Hierophant offering the keys of harmony, of wisdom, of higher learning in a most official and profound way. The 2 energy here duplicated in the Six of Pentacles with the 2 dependents and the 2 masculine and feminine energy at the feet. So I'm not sure what that means, but something to look out for. Maybe a couple of stragglers, but maybe it's split energy. Interesting, I just heard that quite clearly. However, on the bottom of the deck with the Five of Swords, this is quite ambiguous, victorious energy, and it doesn't quite look like that in the card, but you'll just have to trust me on that. There's the 2 again with the Devil. Interesting. Time to cut it out. Whatever is splitting your energy, if you're undecided about something, give it up to a higher purpose. Give it up to God. Go to church. Pray. Sit humbly before the feet of someone, something, some place, some institution, any kind of trusted, ethical, higher power, and ask for the dynamic to shift, ask for relief, ask for more. And that might be all you need to do. In the past position, it's the Empress. So you must be confused. I don't know if confused is the right word, but in the past energy, it was a lot of trust there in the self, in if I'm speaking to a divine feminine, not gender exclusive, we all have these energies within us, masculine and feminine. Yeah, there's a bit of doubt there around the trusting of the self, trusting of the universe, maybe trusting a system. So let it go in some way. This might not be your battle to fight, and it feels like it's more a battle in the mind than it is in reality. In the present position, your reality wants to show you the shift in power, the shift in dynamic. So maybe you've got to give a little to get a little, something like that. It does look like there is more conflict, but remember this is swords energy. It's not quite literally conflict, but it could be. But I'm saying something shifted there. Oof. Go deeper. There's 2 bodies of water here. I'm just noticing when I'm checking into that future energy. Maybe something unexpected or that you can't quite see from this current state. that is going to reveal to you a third place opportunity, and you might need to remove yourself from it. So if you've been tossing and turning or toying and throwing and just like let it go, there's something to just let go that's taking up mind space, that's pulling you away from this divine, feminine, trusting, receiving energy. And yeah, you might need to receive more than you give this week. Interestingly enough, that is time. Yeah, I would have definitely kept going. Okay, well, I hope that's helped, Capricorn. Thank you. Cut the bottom of the deck with the Nine of Swords there just to let you know. That's mental anguish and it's time to wake up. And the Devil again. Yeah, I'm pretty solid about that one, Capricorn. Jesus. This is going to be hard to do on time. We can do it. Feel good. I can do it. What do we got? Taurus. Nope. Yeah. Oh, all of a sudden I feel like I'm going to sneeze. What does that mean? Crying for help? I think that's what Louise says. Okay, Taurus, what do you got? I'm here to help. Show me. Crying for help, yeah. Woof. What does it mean? What does it all mean? Help is on the way. Crying for help, really, I think it's some self-forgiveness happening here. Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck, but Six of Wands crossed with Justice in the energy you're showing up in the crossing energy. Help is on its way. It's whether you're going to accept it. Might be a leap of faith with this Fool in the past position for you to see this as an offer, and sometimes that final ruling is clarifying, but it might not be what your ego wants this week. I don't know if you're waiting for an answer for something or if you're waiting for an offer. Could be matters of the heart, relationships, how you relate to your reality with the Pentacles and the Nine of Cups here. But there's a fresh new offer right off the back of this leap of faith, and it might be splitting hairs. No, that's not the right way to say it. I'm not sure, but come down to the wire almost. So take that justice energy that's like hurting or helping you, that crossing energy, take it officially, take it fully, and let it kind of push you off the cliff, be the final straw. I think that's what I'm trying to say here, because inevitably there is a victorious, a Six of Pentacles, Six of Wands, sorry, and the Knight of Cups. These are both humble horses, and sometimes that external validation or having an external locus of control, trying to need the answer from outside of you, it might just be validating something that you already knew, that you already wanted to do, that you just kind of needed that little nudge from the universe to step into it. And yeah, there's this humbling energy that feels kind of uncomfortable, to be fair. Not usually the general meaning of that card with the Knight of Cups there, but it feels a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe not uncomfortable, but more like, yeah, it's a little bit cringe. I'm not sure what else to say. But it's kind of like put on your best outfit or put on your pull out the nice china or do what you've got to do to make it less comfortable. It's just not regular. It's just not regular. It's not like it's uncomfortable, but it's worth celebrating, whatever this is. It's like the final countdown. Yeah, but it seems like you're getting a nudge from the universe to finally accept this offer and get on with it, move on with the path, and celebrate something, maybe close a chapter, Allow that final verdict or that final piece of information that you're receiving with this justice energy this week to, allow you to step more into the feeling component of reality rather than feeling it here. But yeah, when I said self-forgiveness, it's kind of like, almost like I told you so energy, but you needed somebody outside of you to tell you so, and then it just validates what you already know. That was pretty clear, actually. That was pretty clear. Just the week ahead. What do we got? First week of April, hey? Yeah, thank you, Taurus. Okay, this is a nice lightning round. Virgo. Solid. That was solid. Virgo, what's going on your week ahead? Hey Poppy, can you chill? Wow, she's really going for it. Oh, I'm feeling something here. It's like, you better be doing it right. Oof, that's Virgo energy. It's an inner critic though. Oh, maybe it's not. Yeah, it is. You better be doing it right. Cheeky. So the energy is showing up in Virgo is the Six of Cups crossed with the Queen of Cups. I don't know what I said in the beginning. It's kind of just escaped me now, but it feels like an inner critic. But critic's not the right word. It's like a inner coach. Hey, your inner being. Oh my God, it's so obvious. Six of Cups is, and the Sun here in the present energy, and there's a lot of yellow. It's important to look for the colors as well. The Chariot in the past position and the Ace of Pentacles in the future position. So it's illuminating, it's bright, it's fun, it's sneaky and cheeky at the same time. But I guess you've been hard on yourself, or it's been hard in your heart. Maybe it's been heavy in your heart. You've been pretty tough on yourself, but something feels like your inner child, your inner being, that inner joy frequency is just busting a move this week. And like on the move, I got shifted, yep. Stay with me. The Chariot, oh my God, emotional response, fuck. What is this? Oh, I want to back away, but I need to go closer at the same time. That was a lot. Okay, so just slow down. Pay attention to the intelligence of your heart. Queen of Cups, take good care of yourself. And don't fuck around with that. Like, this is what got you here so far. So maybe go back to some basics, looking back on the past of what has worked or felt good for you. Six of Cups. And really pleasuring the self in... Okay, that came out wrong. But whatever. Pleasuring the self, finding that what used to give you joy, not just when you were your child, but in recent childlike years. Wow, this Chariot energy is really fast. Something feels like the wheels are all ready to go on this chariot, on this vehicle. Maybe your physical body is like full of energy or full of passion, excitement. Maybe there's something that's healed quite astronomically. Is that the right word? I was going to say drastically and dramatically and astronomically all at the same time. Wow, it's really fast energy. It's okay. I'm cool with it. But it's cheeky, fun. Don't underestimate the power of all the healing that you've been going through. And this is a huge opportunity and offer. You know, your path is being laid out before you. Let your freak flag fly. Enjoy this. And also get your vehicle checked. You know, do the things that, you know, eat your vegetables, brush your teeth, do like the maintenance of the vehicle, your self vehicle and your actual vehicle, whatever that resonates for you. It might be your actual vehicle because it's a Pentacles energy, but whew, take yourself on a date, you know, put flowers in the cups, look back on your past, maybe flick through some old photos or memories, really cherish some things about yourself and let that inner cherub, that inner being have some fun. Not the critic, you better be doing it right. You're doing it right. Enjoy. Enjoy. Fuck, I loved that. Wow. Is this too fast? Aries. This is important. Aries. Aries. I hear you. Ooh. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. That'd be a bit better.
5 minutes. Counting down.
Thank you so much, Siri. Aries, what do you got going on, hey? No, I need that to be like that. I just can't look at that page of cups anymore. Don't be so bossy, Aries. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. Don't be so bossy. Is that what I said? Don't be so forceful. No. Don't be so... What is the word I'm looking for? That Knight of Swords crossing the four. Like, don't be so hasty. There's a song coming on. I feel a song coming on. Jenny, don't be hasty. Is this Paolo Nutini? Wow. There's some emotion in that song that is actually, I'm feeling that energy signature off. You need to dunk yourself underwater. Like, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but it's swords energy. This mind is racing. Don't be so hasty. You've got to do what you like. But the Four of Swords crossing is the energy you're showing up in. Just slow down, take a rest, take a nap. You know, this is really counterintuitive energy. The Four of Swords crossed with a Nine of Swords, like opposing energy. One's really fast and quick, and the other is taking a deep rest. And look, it might be deep rest, depressed. It might be time that you really paid attention to what's going on in this mind state. It's like something that you're just starting to work out or about to work out. And don't underestimate it, because Temperance in the present position, it's a big deal. This is a big, expansive chapter. Maybe you're getting information that comes in quick that kind of interrupts a nap, or vice versa. You get really tired and you need a nap when you're trying to go really fast, whatever it is. And I say that because Temperance is negative to positive, positive to negative. It can go either way, you know, but it's big and it's expansive and it's unignorable, undeniable, whatever that word is. Five of Pentacles in the future position, and it's like waking you up by putting you to sleep from this. lack mentality. And sometimes you kind of need to see how vast space is, or how big it can be, or how good it can be, or how healing it can be. Maybe you're presented with somebody like this archangel, or like a higher self, or somebody who's in a position that you deem to be higher, and it's going to show you or make you feel less than, or like there's less than, and it's time to bring yourself in from that maybe subconscious state that's just fucking like bullet a gate in your brain at the same time, you know. It's like what's that saying, like beating a dead horse. And look, your purpose is of a higher purpose, you know. Like, how can you be so secure in so many areas of your life and not in this one? I don't know what that means. And it's like this final chapter, or this final piece, that this week it feels like you're going to get some kind of information on this healing that you've been chipping away at, working away at. So if there's further isolation that you need, this page, this King of Pentacles in the past position is quite a busy card, ready to face the entire community, almost ready to serve, right? Maybe you've depleted your resources, exhausted your resources. It's the final card in the deck, right? You've just run out of time, and you can't fake it with Temperance energy, right? There's no mask. There's no mask left. There's no I don't know what that was, but it kind of floored me. It just like shut me up. And that's kind of what Temperance is going to do. Really, it's like a catalyst for you to I don't want you to feel low, but it's like, wow, I've got far to go, but also look how far I've come. And it's for you to now go, well, I can fix this. I can bring myself in from this cold, and from having this codependent, lackey energy, like leeching off you, or just dragging your fucking ill foot around, when there's a whole church inside to keep you warm. And it's your birthright. It's your true pleasure and joy to be able to curl up with your inner being, your younger mind, the innocent self, and nurture it in a way that it needs rest, you know, enough. Okay. Yeah. Find sanctuary within. Paint. Okay. I don't know what that was. That was cool, Aries. That felt something's going on there. That was definitely something. Okay. Leo. Oh, I'm just reminded of a few people that came to visit this week in the portal place. Leo energy is so obvious to me. I love it. Okay, Leo, week ahead. That was weird how I did that. Huh. Oof, lots of majors here. Interesting. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. the Hermit in the position the energy is showing up in. High Priestess crossing energy. The Star, oh, that's cool. The Star in the past position, the Hierophant in the present now, and the Four of Pentacles in the future position. I said that's interesting when I saw the Four of Pentacles, because I just didn't expect a restrictive kind of frugal energy to come after such so many big chapters, big major arcana. But you know, it's not my story. This is big though. There's the Hermit is that wise mentor within, coming through or out of, or guiding the inner self from out of, you know, the dark night of the soul. And it's the mentor, it's the guide. And often I would say, you know, get a mentor, or maybe you need to be mentored, or something. But crossed with the High Priestess, the energy that could be hurting or helping, it's like that you don't need any more mentors. I don't know why I'm tapping my head there, because it feels like, yeah, Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Oof, okay. Look, everybody's right and nobody's right. It's a real, like, glean light on your own path, but it might feel like a really narrow path. Maybe that's got something to do with this Four of Pentacles energy in the future position. Like, it's going to be difficult to show others, but you'll find a way, because inevitably that's what the Hermit's doing. It's coming out of a period of being locked in this trappedness. Like imagine the old man on the top of a hill, just spending all of his time like reading and researching and learning and going through it and going through it and going through it and going through it, and then coming out and going, oh, I'm ready to share my wisdom now. And ready to I keep holding the lantern, but the lantern is holding the star, and that's the Star card. It's very rare to see these two cards in the same spread, especially when I'm doing such a lightning round. Interesting. And so it's like being exposed and vulnerable, maybe in the past energy, recent past, I don't even know, it doesn't even matter. But there's lots going on here. Okay, so that, what was I saying? Vulnerably exposed to your North Star. And the ibis in the top there, it's this interesting wisdom, inner wisdom, higher self wisdom, cosmic wisdom, illuminated by the North Star wisdom, but also like you being the conduit of wisdom. I think it's emotions, the cups, Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, really tuning into, like, yeah, like even if like you could smell, you know, when animals get the scent in the air like hundreds of kilometers away, and it's like this alertness. I think that's what the High Priestess is trying to say about everybody's right. It's like give everybody a say in some ways, hear everybody out, but that path feels very narrow at the same time. It's like going wide, smashing the ceiling. Like, you know, it's really, the High Priestess has no roof on there, interestingly enough. Going wide, but going narrow. I don't know what that means. Oh, hang on a second. The Hierophant. How did I miss that? Throw the book at him. Oh, okay. Okay, so I just saw in my mind's eye the After Tarot, this new other deck that I use for clarification. And in the After Tarot, it's exactly the same card, but just like a mere second after, what would the message, what would the lesson be? And the Hierophant in that deck, instead of holding the peace sign up, which is like an offering of wisdom, an offering of peace, you know, kind of putting the commoners out of their misery by offering them your divine wisdom. And in this time, it's like, nah, throw the fucking book at him. I didn't mean for it to come out like that, but it's something quite forceful that I don't usually get from this Hierophant. And don't, the frugal energy of that Four of Pentacles, it could be financially, it could be quite like keep your tax and like dot your I's and cross your T's with the pentacles and such, but there's a very narrow way that you're sharing wisdom now. And if that's got something to do financially, then I don't know what that means, but everybody's right. Everybody's got a say. Everybody's got wisdom to share, but something about the emotion, because the High Priestess has this water running off, the dress running off the corner of that card, and wherever you see blue in the deck after that, it represents this body of water. It goes back to her higher consciousness. It's like higher intelligence. And the Ace of Cups here, it's somehow led by emotion. It could just be consciousness, honestly. And I don't think I need to explain it any more than that, because I don't know what I'm talking about, but you do. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Let your emotions guide you. Throw the book at them. Bring yourself out from that research chapter of being up at the top of the mountain, and let the star guide you down this narrow, wide path. But invest wisely. Something about the financial stuff there. I don't know what that was. 10 of Cups again. That's twice now I've cut the deck on that. That's both been fire signs as well. Oh, there's fucking more fire. Okay. Did you get all that? Sagittarius. Is that really quick or really long for Leo? I don't know what's going on with that timer. One more. Alright, collective read for Sagittarius energy for the week ahead. Week ahead. I knew that was going to happen. Just to be sure. There's only so much probability. Interesting. In the order of this deck. Fuck, I thought that was going to be 3 6s then. But it's not. It's 2 6s and 2 8s. Say it out loud, Jaye. 6 of Pentacles crossed with the Hanged Man. Energy you're showing up in Sagittarius. Energy you're showing up in Sagittarius is the energy you're showing up in is the 6 of Pentacles. Crossed with the Hangman. Everybody just take a minute, take a beat. Everybody just chill the fuck out. Everybody just pause. Forcibly hanging yourself from that tree of enlightenment, painstakingly receiving breadcrumbs from reality. It's fucking, sorry. It's a lot. It's a lot to do. It's a I was going to say rite of passage, but it's a ritual. It's a forced enlightenment. And, you know, even without seeing the evidence with that hangman, that crossing energy, even without seeing the evidence of it in your reality, you've just taken what you've been receiving, and now there's this opportunity to shift up, to shift energy, to shift power, to step into the distributor of resources. And it could be time, it could be money, it could be energy. And you could still be waiting. This blue energy just really spoke to me, even though my eyes were closed. Just realized that. But the blue energy is the feminine energy, the blue and the red, blue and the red, blue and the red, blue and the red. There's a lot of blue in the back, in the past. There was something that I meant to say then that I'm not sure if it came out. Okay, you've received messages clearly in the past about the blue energy, about the feminine energy. Received and messages in the past about that feminine energy. It could have been direct messages of love, value, passion, really clearly lining up. All roads lead to home. All roads lead to Rome. Nope. All roads lead to Rome. Okay. Follow the money. Okay, something's going on here with this Six of Pentacles energy. It's not shift in power. It's resources, availability, maybe like resilience. Okay, I've got it. And in the present position with this Six of Cups energy, it's did I say forcibly before? It's pertinent. Is that a word? Yes. It's pertinent, it's relevant, it's necessary to pause, to force yourself to pause. Do I have to force myself to pause? To pause and enjoy the moment of enlightenment. How do you enjoy it in the now moment? You're able to split the lines of desire with that Eight of Wands and clearly see in multiple different lines of the spreadsheet where it's all been going. Whether it's resources that have been depleted or whatever, but how does this fit with that? It's something about the Wands energy. Okay, why is the message in different areas of the room? I can feel it. I can fucking feel it. Sorry, Siri, I didn't mean to swear at you. And up we go, left foot, right foot, the body will follow, onward journey. And Eight of Cups, 2 6s and 2 8s. Interesting. 2 6s and 2 8s. You're not quite there yet. Something's missing here. But, and, however, fancy but, that forced moment of enlightenment is just as important as the next chapter of the journey. Maybe there's something to do with not being able to pause and enjoy what you're actually receiving from, even if it is just a little, and just really pack well for the next leg of the journey. This Eight of Cups, I feel like something's changing dramatically, like it was this way for a second and then it's turned this way now, because to get on the other side of both of those fives, to see the 2 6s is one thing, but to see the Eight of Cups here, it's the eclipse energy. That's what I'm seeing, and that's got something to do with the forced enlightenment that's kind of gone from night to day, day to night. So expect the unexpected, but also you should expect the unexpected. You should know what that is, because all roads were leading here in the first place. So it's not that unexpected, but it's just, I think, catching up with that next chapter. Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck. There's lots of experience in the background here, but first and foremost, just don't fucking take anything if it doesn't resonate. Just let it go. Not let it go, but move forward through it. Feel your way through it. Eight of Cups, thank you. And just, it doesn't need to make sense. As long as it feels like it makes sense. And that ding moment, that aha moment, that forced enlightenment, you should recognize that feeling. That's kind of what's going to point you in this left foot, right foot direction. That was a lot. Okay, we're going to take a break. 5 of Wands, yeah, okay. Five to the Wands. Okay, I have 5 of Wands. Wow. Stop speaking. Two of Wands. Okay, look. 3 sixes. I just saw the 6. That's a lot. I don't know how to explain that. I just... 3 sixes across 3 different suits. It's like 3 different energies being on the home stretch. You know, it's always easier on the way down the hill than it is up the hill. That's 5 to 6, Ace to 10. It's like the journey. So, yeah. Water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer. Lightning round. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everybody relax. Too many. Come on, Cancer. Cancer. That's nice. That's pretty clear. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I get it. Wow. Cancer, the energy you're showing up in is the 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Not, I heard gluttony. But not in an unhealthy way. More like get it all. Take it all. Have it all. All of your wishes fulfilled. Not just 1 or 2 or 3. 9 of them. Crossed with the 7 of Pentacles, which is important that you kind of take stock of what you've created, you know, and if your wishes aren't being fulfilled, or if you don't feel like you're in a wish fulfillment stage, then karmically, Queen of Pentacles in the future position, you're due, like you're owed. It's not entitled, but it's interesting how this gluttony and this entitlement energy is coming in. It feels like reversed energy, but it's positive reversed. I don't know if that makes sense. I just went to the Page of Swords and the Hanged Man and the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so Page of Swords in the past energy is... it's like stalker energy, lurking energy. So it's a bit of that mental shadow that seems like residual doubt. And it's getting in the way of you really believing that you're owed to feel good. And I don't know what department this is in. It could be a bit of everything. Work, career, finances, relationships, emotion, love, mental clarity, peace, just peace of mind with that Hanged Man in the now position. So there might be, you know, not just taking stock, but really zooming out and looking at your creation or your creative reality or your ability to create with reality. And maybe just coming up with a new system or a new way of focusing. And yeah, sure, be aware of those lurking fears in the background. Maybe there was somebody in the past that kind of cut your grass or cut the way, but something's different this time around. I don't know what that means for this week ahead. But it's probably time for you to knuckle down and focus on your wish fulfillment. And if you haven't been in the past, then whatever needs to be cut out could be bad habits, it could be bad thought forms, old patterns. Maybe you need to do some weeding in the garden. You know, it could be really semantic stuff, but you really need to be clear on what it is that you're focusing on, and just be sure that the dreams that are in your present reality, or the stuff that you think that you could stand for, or stand before, sit before, those values. You know, this is Nine of Cups is really speaking to those values, the set of values, this holistic view of your world. Yeah, that's why it's multiple energies. And leveraging Aries season, the Emperor on the bottom of the deck, to create a new system or a new set of habits or a ritual or a routine. Thank you. And a part of that routine might be just slowing down and pausing and forcing yourself to feel lighter. It's important. It's an energy that we often forget or mistake, and just the humdrum of the day. And you can kind of get tunnel vision when you're focusing too hard on trying not to be something, when there's actually more opportunity for you to become something. That feels very clear, actually. But those fertile fears, the little rabbit in the corner of the Queen of Pentacles is sticking out to me now. Fertile fears. Yeah, there's some residual doubt from the past, which is present here on the table. And it's part of that holistic stock take that you're doing. But it could be a good time this week to just polish those values and tighten up the bootstraps a little bit. Bootstraps? Yeah, there's some kind of like weeding energy, or housekeeping. It feels like spiritual housekeeping, to be able to really take charge of your next chapter of desire and create a new karmic path for the self that has fear present, but consciously aware of that, and let it be part of the drive that helps you align with your wishes, and enjoy that. You know, if you're feeling uncomfortable with that pause energy, then do it for longer. A contemplation practice, or a prayer, or a meditation, or, you know, like really scrubbing your baking dishes, not just cleaning them. I don't know what that means. That's it. And look out for low-hanging fruit. You know, easy wins are still wins this week. And it could be like staring you right in the face, something that you want to do or achieve or be. The next step is that Eight of Pentacles, which is something that, you know, really that you could get to work on, like head down, bum up kind of energy, without getting distracted by these pesky little rabbits. Yeah. Slow down, but get going. Hope that helps. Hey Siri, can you set a timer for 5 minutes, please? Scorpio.
5 minutes, counting down.
Just cut the deck on Scorpio. Wow, that's cool. You're not going to hear it if you don't want to hear it, so just tune out. Don't listen then. This is either here to help or not, but you're not going to hear it if you don't want to hear it. Okay. What I mean to say is, if you're not going to meet me where I am, then these messages are not going to land for you this week, Scorpio. It's supposed to be fun, and this is for you as much as it is from me. Yeah, there's something about that receptive energy. Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Maybe not a great shuffle, but it is what it is. Two of Cups, Page of Cups, crossing energy. This is, the Two of Cups is about negotiating with your higher self. This has got nothing to do with me. Don't assign me as the messenger. This is you and your higher self, masculine and feminine within you, coming to terms with whatever it is, water energy here, that wants to receive, needs to receive, deserves to receive, is capable, fully capable of receiving, without getting carried away with etheric intention or esoteric intention. I'm shaking my head, like I'm being forced to shake my head when this is like, I want to point my finger and everything. The Page of Cups crossing energy, it's supposed to be fun. You know, you're not supposed to have it all worked out. King of Swords in the past energy, that's like boss energy, like that needs to be right, absolutely certain. The King of Knowledge, the King of esoteric, etheric, like higher wisdom, whatever. But it's also narcissistic energy. It's not budging on that throne. Full certainty, and look, I just don't know if it's got a place in the future energy of your week ahead. And I'm just like going, it's almost like there's no point in, feels like there's no point in delivering you any messages if you're going to bring that into the energy. You've just already run away with your own train of thought, and that's just not fun. It's not fun. If you know everything, you know, what does Alan Watts say? You know, the person who thinks a lot of thoughts or is always thinking and all the time doesn't have time to enjoy, doesn't have time to receive, to be willing and open and receptive and able to go with the flow and feel their way through and trust the natures of the universe and not have it all figured out and know that it's all going to be figured out and to really sit upon that throne with a sense of awe again, you know. And I guess that's why the Page of Cups is here, and maybe the Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck is very relevant now, actually, because, you know, your youngest, most spontaneous self is urging you to just meet you where you are, meet you in the middle and say, come on, let's have some fun, let's go skinny dipping, let's go do this, like, let it rip, like just release some of the tension in that mind's eye and see the equal parts in everything, in yourself, in the other, give and take and give, and just enjoy your experience a little bit more. And then I think you'll find a little bit more luxury, a little bit more being able to be given to you. It's like there's this lid on joy in your experience. And I don't know what this Knight of Swords means, but this rushing energy or this stressful, expansive, stressful, needing to save the day, needing to be the hero, when it's the knight, not the king, you know. It's like you've demoted yourself before you've even started. And truly there's Empress energy waiting for you. If this is a relationship, if this is about love, if this is about the one that got away, or that moment of thinking that you can't. It could be just like taking a little bit of a risk, or, you know, maybe spontaneity is more like healthy risk. I don't know what that is, with emotion, with your feeling, with somebody that you care about, being a little bit more vulnerable or open, and just honoring that part of yourself that you've kind of let get carried away with authority in some way. Yeah. Okay. 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 I feel you're coming around to it. the Chariot. Yeah, there's a pace here that just doesn't feel necessary. Okay, I'm with you. Pisces? Water. It's air. I know what I mean. Okay, I'm going to say what I was thinking because I didn't know, but I'm going to say it because I saw what's on the bottom of the deck. It was like, take a couple of days off. There's the Empress again. This is water energy. Fuck, I don't know how to explain this. I just, it's okay. It's for my enjoyment purposes only. But if you get it, great. If you don't, whatever. The Star crossed with the Wheel of Fortune. Queen of Wands in the past position. 5 of Wands in the present now. And the Empress in that future energy. Okay, but on the bottom of the deck is that 8 of Pentacles, and it's just chipping away, working hard, about to finish something, about to complete something, a milestone energy, and it's the bottom of the deck. It's shadow energy. It's what you might be not seeing. It's what's maybe unseen, right? Now, it's misleading because that star energy, I said it's water, but it's not. It's Aquarius, it's air energy. But it's the body of water is that stream of consciousness where you are the conduit for it. She's the conduit for this water. It's like coming through her. And to be vulnerably exposed that way before your North Star, it's almost the time when you feel like you should work harder. But there's something about just take a day off, like fuck it. And the Queen of Wands in the past position, she just does not play by the same rules as the rest of reality. She doesn't need risk protection. She doesn't need savings in the bank to go shopping. I don't know what that means, but she's a queen of fire. And I guess if there feels like there's some kind of fire energy or desire energy missing in your reality, then you're kind of comparing yourself to something outside of you rather than what's inside of you. And that's just peasant talk. That's just commoner speak. You need to go deeper than this, Pisces. Come on. You know, Wheel of Fortune energy crossing you. It's like you're holding yourself back from this fortunate desire, like to just because of this like fixed reality or this fixed maybe it's expectation, maybe it's something else. I don't know. Why did I just look at that? I just got doubt that it was not working, or it was not recording, or I wasn't doing it properly or something. And it's not real. You know, like when you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, vulnerably exposed to your North Star, you can't mess it up. It can't go wrong. You have to really be able to sit in this energy of the Empress energy. You're always going to be defensive of your desires, defensive of what's coming for you. And it's fortunate. It's supposed to feel good. And this descension to ascension phase, that's where the Wheel of Fortune sits in that major arcana journey. You know, it's like it's about to hit that part of the movie where you think, you know, it's all going to get hairy. Of course it's going to get hairy. Like you're vulnerably exposed to your North Star, your truest, highest form. So if now is not the time to trust that it's going to come in your favor, and because, look, I get it. This Queen of Wands in the past position, there's been risky times in the past where you've really needed to have those totems and be wary of superstitions, have those totems of joy and like almost like toxic positivity. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but now you know sunflowers always reach for the sun, and when the sun's not there, they turn to each other. There's a whole field of sunflowers. Don't compare yourself to any other flower other than sunflowers. Does that make sense? And it's like, sure, some people around you are going to be this, that, and the other, but you have to now of all time be carving your own path and sitting in the energy of fortune, of freedom, of receiving that higher abundance. And it's really like it's that's the work. That's the work you could be really investing in. That's the work. Not this reality, this pittance. And I'm not saying judge others. Five of Wands in that middle position of the present energy. You know, it's just comparison is the thief of joy. And that's all I have to say about that. And water, like water, not just bodies of water, but flowing water, estuaries. Follow the stream and remember that it all leads to this big body of water. So if you feel like it's narrow or shallow or in the distance, it's not. You can let go of the rocks to find that slick stream. Cool. I just need to check my lasagna. Air signs. Aquarius. Say it out loud, Jaye. Okay. Air signs. Aquarius. Wow, that was like autopilot. What does that mean? I'm rubbing this part of my hand. I think that's a stress point, or it like releases, when you press in here, it releases headaches. And I'm getting that mentalness. It's mental in my head. Okay. High Priestess is higher wisdom, higher intuition, deep knowing, but also a collective knowing. It's the introduction of all-knowing energy. The second card in the Major Arcana, crossed with the Four of Pentacles, which is quite the opposite, conversely more restrictive, internal, frugal, unapproachable, broke, I heard, energy. So it's almost like keep a lid on the knowing, or maybe you don't know. Oh, confirmation. You don't know what you don't know. You know, like there's more to know. However, you're at that Four of Pentacles crossing energy. So the energy that you're showing up in, maybe you want to know something, and there's a deeper knowing that's coming to your attention this week. And I feel like you're going to have to work at it in some way. There's just, I don't want to say the word trust because that's not the right word, but it's not even faith. Maybe it's faith. How is that different? It's like a quest for knowing that you have to work for. Let's call it that. But something has to be killed off in the mind, quite literally, dead, done, over with. And you need to let go of this heavy body of thought, this stench in the mind, because the Ten of Swords here in the present now position is clouding your judgment, and it's like that inner being is busting to get out, to smash the ceiling, to break through. Chariot on the bottom of the deck to get you going on this next chapter somehow. But maybe you're putting a lid on it, like when I'm getting that vision of a pasta sauce and you put the wooden spoon on it so that it doesn't boil over, or pasta water, whatever, boiling water. And it's like it doesn't feel like that's going to actually stop it from boiling over, but it does. It's just something tried and tested and true. I don't know, like old wives' tale, or everybody knows this, I didn't know it till a certain period in my life, but it's like obvious, duh, of course that works, it's physics, it's like somebody knows it to be true. And so maybe there's a higher power or a higher being, or you need to call in this high priestess archetype and let go of the restriction, but also it's like a construct in the mind. Now this moon in the past energy with this, it's again the subconscious. There's something lurking in that subconscious that's heavy, that wants to be cleared. Okay, I'm coming. That I just want to get to this message, please. Wow, I really want to get to the knowing, but you just have to let go of needing to know and let the smog clear. Your work here is to call in the yellow background, which is very symbolic here of this Ten of Swords energy. See past the foreground of what feels like it's bad when actually it's calling in relief or release. And just get on, just get on with it. Maybe there's a project coming in your future, loosely say that, this week ahead, something that you can just knuckle down on, head down, bum up, and complete. Maybe go for those easy wins on the to-do list and get momentum going again, because it feels like there's a restriction in the mind that's blocking the unconscious from bringing you higher knowing, and maybe from a source outside of you. And let your emotions guide you. This is, there needs to be some more water involved here. Yeah, cut the deck on the Page of Pentacles. That's important, Aquarius. It's like be conscientious. Maybe some old practices that can serve you again, that you've let go, that will work, stuff that works for you. Okay. Libra. Hit me with your best shot, fire away. Bit tight-lipped about something, Libra. You can go your own way. what did I say? A bit tight-lipped about something, Libra. Two of Pentacles in the energy that you're showing up in, crossed with the Hierophant. I was going to say interesting, but it's not coming out that way. Institutionalized. The King of Swords in the past energy, the Star in the present position, and Temperance energy, and Tower on the bottom of the deck. Bit tight-lipped about something, Libra. It's some major arcana going on here. It feels like a big, small week. I don't know how else to say that, but keep your headphones on. Keep your Two of Pentacles. Keep your choreography tight. Keep the moves together. Keep your shit together. And that Hierophant energy, institutionalized, did I say? Maybe you're feeling a little bit crazy. I don't know if that's the right way to say this. You're in good company. But the Hierophant is institution energy, I suppose. You know, like the priests, the pastor, the university, the higher, like, no, you know, you can go your own way. Just your choreography is your own expression of yourself. And the Two of Pentacles is this infinite balance of work hard, play hard, work hard, play hard. But the ships in the background, you know, the realization of this Two of Pentacles energy is that being turns around and goes off in its own way and heads towards the ships in the background, which are opportunities that you can't see when you're performing, right? So maybe it's like turning around and going towards your opportunities that are meant for you, that feel like they're for you. And there might be something that you want to learn or study or get information on. Maybe you're starting a new book, I don't know, but getting new keys of wisdom. And instead of being, I'm really not feeling the beings at the bottom of the feet. I'm feeling the priest archetype in this. So it's maybe, and yeah, interesting. King of Swords in the past energy. You just quickly, just right before my very eyes, graduated yourself to become the expert, and all of a sudden performing in the foreground didn't need to be as important. Or it's like listening to music on your own, and it's more enjoyable than hearing it on the loudspeaker or being at a party or being in a loud group. So something internal is happening in a joyful state that brings you to a higher level of awareness or higher healing capability. And it feels kind of inspiring. It's like, and it shouldn't be unexpected. It's just unexpected to me, but it feels like about time. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. It does feel sudden, actually. This Tower energy on the bottom of the deck. Maybe it's like, you know, when you practice something for long enough and then you're like, oh shit, I've got it. It becomes muscle memory. Okay, I've got it. It's no longer something that you're practicing in the mind. It becomes muscle memory, but it's almost like you don't need it anymore. It's like you worked this hard to perform this juggling act for somebody, something, maybe a group of people, like a congregation rather than, or a community, or a Temperance energy. I'm trying to fit it to a suit, but it's Pentacles, I suppose. Could be home, could be work, could be work-life balance, anything like that. But it's just like redundant now, and I don't know who this King of Swords is in the past energy, but it's like you enlisted somebody as this authority figure, and it's like you can delegate this internally, or you know, you can delegate this to a tool, or maybe it's like, give me an example, Spirit. Like, I didn't need to learn that because AI can do it now. Something. I mean, don't trust AI. It's just an example. I'm just saying, okay, wow, you're arguing with yourself. The Star energy in the present position, fiddling with my earring, fucking around with needing to learn this choreography that nobody's going to watch anyway. And it's like you're the only one that's performing, like you're the only one that's seeing the performance. And the Star, okay, Because you did it for yourself. I don't know what you've been doing, but it's a sense of accomplishment or achievement, or maybe it's time to get a qualification because you've become this muscle memory has become, you've become good at something. Or maybe it's a skill that just it's not necessary anymore, and it was taking up a lot of head space, mind space. So I would go and sit by a body of water, or really contemplate with your emotions. Go a little bit deeper with that and just see what this estuary has been leading through you. And like, call on this water, because there's some big expansive chapter that feels like it's ending or closing. But if you turn around and go to this new opportunity, maybe just look for some new opportunities, just for fun, just to fuck around with it, just to see. Because I think there's an expertise level in the past that's just crapped up on you. And you've got it now. You're the conduit. You're the one with this body of water running through you. And it requires you to sit before it and be part of it, to see your reflection in it. Okay, that's what narcissist was. Seeing the reflection of the flower, of themselves. The flower. There's a flower called narcissist. Wow, I get it. There's multiple ways to get to this piece of information, multiple different analogies, and it's only your own reflection of it that's going to be able to show you how big of an opportunity, big of an opportunity, or how far you want to go down this path with this new skill set. And something like dramatically changes with it. You just like king and queen out the window. Sudden change, maybe some anxiety or some fear around not being the expert that's overcompensated you, and you've kind of just caught up with your own self. It's the flower. Turn around. You've got to turn around and look at how far you've come and track this estuary of emotion, the water, and maybe look for some higher opportunities. I'm just saying, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's not, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, but there's change a-coming, and, you know, the more that you hone your focus and really focus on your personal balance equation, your infinite balance equation, I think you'll see yourself quite quickly graduate and find some peace in this new pathway that's unfolding. Yeah. Cut the tech on the High Priestess. Yeah, I think that was probably the clearest of all the readings, just quietly. Get on with it. 8 of Swords. Nobody's coming to save you. Interesting. Okay, who am I? Gemini. We made it. Okay. Oof, rolling your sleeves up for me. Nice. One more, please. Hold your horses, Gemini. Oh, that was sneaky, wasn't it? Yeah, this is hold your horses. More horses. The middle part was smaller than that. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And hold your horses is a really clear message here. And you want to go somewhere. You want to be somebody. You better wake up and pay attention. Sorry. I think there's a rushing energy that's stressing you out. You want to go somewhere. You want to be somebody. And you want attention on a particular direction, or you're pointing. This Eight of Wands is like all lines of desire, passion, joy, love, growth, instincts, like cha-ching, 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 all like yes, 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 cha-ching, cha-ching energy. And Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Now this Knight of Swords and the Eight of Cups in the present now position is in a rush to get somewhere. And I don't know if hold your horses is, sure. But enjoy your horses, like appreciate your horses before you jump on the back and start huzzah, hurting the horse, beating the horse. Appreciate it. Really fine tune your relationship with the horse. The steed, your vehicle, it's like a trusted companion. And whether that's, appreciating the pace at which your mind wants to go, as well as honoring how far you have come. The sun crossing energy, it's a yes energy, but it's that inner child healing energy that really wants to be appreciated, to be celebrated. And so maybe don't reveal everything just yet, or reveal everything like flashy, I'm getting like real camp energy. Camp energy. Yeah, I think we're tired. Okay. Just slow down, left foot, right foot, the body will follow. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. This Eight of Cups energy, it's a well-planned, prepared for journey, where the masculine energy that's taking initiative, Ace of Wands, Wands energy, on the bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, it's that you've got some deep inspiration here, some inner fulfillment that you really want to reach to, but it's about the journey, not the destination, Gemini. That's what's going on here. And that flow, I think it's about making it sustainable. And okay, I haven't even mentioned this Seven of Pentacles energy, taking stock of whatever's in this past chapter and taking value from that low-hanging fruit and getting the fuck out of Dodge and moving on to the Eight of Pentacles. But here it's the Eight of Cups. It's like sustainable paths forward. And yes, it's going to be quick. Of course it's going to be quick. You can handle quick. I get it. But it's not quite as it seems. It's like night and day, the sun and the moon here. It might not be what you expect, and it might, I think you really need to take stock of the current reality and really pay attention to what you've learned, these lessons from the past chapter, and just cool your jets a little bit. But I don't want to suppress your desire, because it's very, very strong here, and it's worthy and it's valid and it absolutely deserves honoring. And it's right here, maybe on the weekend, maybe it's just like Monday to Friday, we're going to do X, Y, and Z, and then Saturday and Sunday we'll do, Jaye and 11. I don't know. It's just like higgledy-piggledy. It's, sometimes that inner child needs discipline, even, give yourself a yes day. That's what I want to say. Like, just rein it in and then schedule a yes day where you can just splurge and go for it and celebrate and be camp and overindulge and dressed up and follow every inspiration. But there's a lot of stressful momentum that still needs to be contained and accounted for and stock take to see value and assets maybe, and so that you know what you want to take with you, because it doesn't feel like you need as much as you think. And then go for it. Yeah. Then go for it. We made it, Poppy. 9 of Cups. Full wish fulfillment. I really appreciate that. Wow, we did it. I didn't think I was going to make it. I mean, I say that every week. I hope that's helped somebody out there, even if it's just one of you. But it's time to get on with it. I can smell my dinner in the oven. I've got lasagna. And I hope that these files were a little bit smaller and shorter, and that the messages were enjoyably digestible for you, just as my lasagna will be. And wow, yes, you've all put a little feather in my cap. I'm so inspired for the week ahead. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye.